Get a pen you can rely on. Get big.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us on our today talk show. My name is Elton Ndung'u, and here with me today I have two guests from the University of Nairobi. I will let them introduce themselves from my right.
Yes, good. How are you doing, guys? I'm Manmalo, or Malin Sazenga. Manmalo is my moniker name. I'm a Genge artist, conscious Genge artist, and also a medical student at the University of Nairobi College of Health Sciences.
Yes. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm Kakala Dijelis. I'm a final year from University of Nairobi, taking journalism.
Thank you. So today I wanted us to discuss, like we've always been hearing on social media, not Twitter, not Facebook, and a bit of Instagram, that university students from the University of Nairobi take years to graduate, and I'm wondering, why is this? Is this true?
Yes, they take years, and basically it's because of the long holidays. Yeah, they take years.
And what about you? Is this true about what you are hearing from the social media, because it has brought a buzz around?
Actually, I'd rather not answer that question because it's a coined perspective. It's a shaped perspective. I think the question you should be asking is that our students, are they getting what they want in the university? Are they able to achieve their agendas? Are they able to achieve their objectives, their goals at the end of their tenure, as opposed to when they were beginning? So for me, University of Nairobi is a learning ground, and in the learning process we do not have a duration. A learning process the time is infinite. We always learn every day, and the University of Nairobi, being what it is, offers that room for learning and for making mistakes. So basically that's the approach that we as students are supposed to take, because that is what is happening. Yes.
So you don't feel shaken at all by this aspect?
No, it's not be about that. It's about learning. So the whole idea of taking long, it's misconstrued. That notion has been misconstrued because what we are supposed to understand is that when you are coming to a university, you're coming with goals. You as a student, are you able to attain your goals? Then when the university is able to facilitate that, then the story has changed, because it's about learning. It's not about how long you're going to stay here, then you go. So that should not be there, and it should be reflected in all setups of education, from the kindergarten level to the primary level to the secondary level and to the university level. Because if Mr. Mzee Maruge, our icon, was able to go back to school at those years and do what he was supposed to do, then education is supposed to be centered about goals, empowerment, and actualization of our dreams. Yes, precisely.
What about you, Mr. Aladi? Do you feel intimidated by this aspect?
Yeah, it's a serious thing, because even though my friend has not emphasized on it, the truth is that most of the students in the University of Nairobi, in disregard of any course you are taking, probability of you taking longer time than you're supposed to be in the University of Nairobi is higher. That is what we know, because it has a lot of unnecessary long holidays, if I can say that, because you can't be going for long holidays that much. Yeah.
So probably when you joined the University of Nairobi, I'm sure you had your classmates who you joined in the same year, so you can ascertain that most of them have already graduated.
Yes, you will find that most of some, or not most, but some of them, you will find that they are yet to graduate, or they have already graduated. Yeah. So it's still affecting people. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And since the introduction of the online classes, what has been the impact?
Yeah, online classes have really been of great help, because unlike other institutions whereby after the coronavirus came in, some of them ceased learning because they couldn't afford online classes because of the equipment and so forth. But for the University of Nairobi, the learning or other studies continued because they were able to offer that online classes. So I can say at least it saved time because classes went on. So online classes, they were good.
And to my brother, how has the online classes affected the learning in University of Nairobi?
Honestly saying, online classes has really improved the intensity of learning. For instance, in my area of speciality, we are able to do presentations where through these presentations young individuals are molded to become leaders. Through these online classes, we have experienced a flooding in information. You understand? Because now information is available in all angles and in all manners. You can be able to repeat the recorded classes and be able to see where you did not understand anything. You understand? So I would like to thank first the administration for being able to see that, and so far so good. They are trying, and we can see it because as compared to our peer universities, our fellow universities, we are way ahead. We are a global platform, indeed.
Okay, and apart from the perks of the online classes, what are the disadvantages, if any?
Okay, the lack of proper devices cannot be overemphasized. We have students who come from not so privileged backgrounds. I think this needs to be addressed because even me, when I was admitted, I was a country boy. I came from Mashinani. That's how I received my letter. I was called, I was still there in the tickets. So you can try to put yourself in those shoes and understand you're coming to a city for the first time, a big city. So adjusting was a major problem, and most of us coming in these universities is because of our hard work. So we were called because we were under the government is sponsoring us. Majority of our students do not come from the well-off background. So we are coming here so that we can make a change. And I think there needs to be a proper way of handling such students, because we find ourselves in this domain not understanding anything. We need phones. We have not been able to access. Yeah, because the situations in our villages there were dire. It was about not feeding, not getting food, sleeping hungry. And we have been able to rise above that. But when we come to the universities, I think paying fees is not enough. It's more of sitting with the students, trying to understand them, coming up with the proper ways in which they can be able to access online materials using the devices. So that is an area that needs concentration, I believe.
And hasn't the university found out ways to ensure probably bundles? That has it taken note of that yet?
Oh yes, absolutely. On that side, I would like to also congratulate the administration for their effort. They were able to roll out a program with the telecom company that could see us having telecom lines, give us educational bundles where we are able to access information through that. That's a good step. Another one is the Wi-Fi. I think they maximized on the Wi-Fi of the school in our areas of residences and in our areas of learning. We are able now to access material through the internet. So it's really on the side of the students and also on the side of the gadgets. They need to access these materials. Yes.
Okay. What about you, Mr. Aladi? What do you think are the disadvantages of the online classes?
Yeah, despite the fact that you have had some good part of it, there have been a lot of advantages, some of advantages, because one of it being, of course, network issues. Because if you are, as he said, if you are at a grassroots there at the tickets, whereby telecom, the tools that telecom only works well around Nairobi. In fact, around Telecom House. not entire Nairobi, around Telecom House. That's where the network is strong.
Thank you, dear viewers, for joining us today. And as you've heard from my colleagues here from the University of Nairobi, it still turns out that the University of Nairobi is a world-class university, and I would urge all the Form 4 leavers, all the students looking to enroll at the University of Nairobi or at any other university, like, don't look at the other universities, just choose the University of Nairobi because it's the best university in Kenya, as it turns out. Thank you so much. I've been your presenter, Elton Ndung'u. See you next time.